Hey, this is Miles with Tactical Hyve. A couple of weeks ago, we attended the Protector Symposium created by Executive Protection Specialist Byron Rodgers. It was a great event with a great turnout. It was divided into 2 days with 3 main speakers and a panel discussion on the second day. The keynote speakers were Mike Pannone, Joseph Badu, and Ed Calderon. Mike talked about the art of covertly carrying your weapon and employing it effectively in a high-stress, real-world, violent encounter. Joseph talked about behavioral analysis and pre-threat indicators, teaching attendees how to recognize signs and symptoms in groups and individuals that can signify imminent danger. Ed talked about counter-custody or anti-kidnapping to help attendees avoid being targeted by predators. Joseph's session stood out to me the most because I believe situational awareness is where protecting yourself and others begins. And there doesn't seem to be many people in the industry who prioritize these soft skills. Before speaking with Byron one-on-one, we spoke with some of the other attendees to get their thoughts on the symposium.
It's one of those things where I've got to like take a minute to sit down and reflect on it, because everything with him was very precision. I didn't realize he had to do so much practicing with a gun. For me, it's like, you just aim and shoot. He's like, no, wake up and practice.
It makes you feel good. It makes you want to get out there and do that. The best thing I liked is he said that be yourself. Right? Don't try to do too much and try to be something that you're not.
I like the way he put in the perspective of the type of weapon to use and when to use it, and how to, covert versus, just plain clothes, keeping it covert. I liked his philosophies on that.
It's always good to continue training and learning, so these are the best people in the business, so I come out to see what they got to say.
We were lucky enough to carve out a few minutes to speak with Byron one-on-one about the symposium's mission and what the future has in store for the event. Hey guys, it's Miles here at Tactical Hyve, and I'm with Byron Rodgers here at the Protector Symposium in Tustin, California. And Byron is the creator of this symposium, and I wanted to take a few minutes to interview Byron because it's been such a great event. Everyone's learning a lot. There's been a great sense of community among all the attendees, all fellow protectors, people who are on duty, veterans, those who are civilians, just looking out to be better protectors for themselves, their family, friends, and just everyone out in society. So with Byron here, I wanted to just ask him, what caused, what really just caused you to create the symposium? Was there a particular event? How did it come about?
I think just this last few years, we've seen so many different human threat situations in America. Like, American culture has changed. My religious, kind of the religious figure type of protection that I do, we see the threat profiles changing rapidly. Even on the job, we see the threat profiles changing rapidly. And at the end of the day, who's going to be there when something's going to happen is going to be a civilian. You know what I mean? Maybe it'll be an off-duty cop, maybe it'll be a security operator, but really they the wolves, if you will. They hide from all of us, So I really want to do what I can to equip everyone, whether it's law enforcement, whether it's private security professionals, whether it's just responsible civilians. I want everyone to have this knowledge that can make good people a little bit more dangerous. I want to make good people more willing, capable, and prepared. And so really, to answer your question more succinctly, I just have noticed there's been an uptick in violent civilian behavior. Absolutely. And I think the remedy is getting good people ready to deal with those things.
They're picking up gems that you're going to stick with them and help them out. That's great. And in terms of the content, what we've been noticing is it's really good, really great stuff. So I love the program that you had planned. For attendees, what do you feel, aside from the content, which has been great, what do you feel is going to be the biggest benefit for them attending the Protector Symposium? So let's say if they're not here this year, how about next year? Aside from the great content, what do you feel is going to be the biggest benefit for them or benefits for them?
Aside from the content? Well, I guess I'd say the main benefit is you're upgrading your protector IQ. It's like, you shouldn't walk away from this event viewing the world and behaving the exact same way. And if you are, it's because you're probably doing a lot of things right, and we confirmed a lot of things here at this event. But beyond the quality of the content, there's a lot of benefits. We got over $20,000 worth of free equipment, gear, and things we're gonna raffle off. I got more stuff I gotta give away, that I even know what to do with. We're trying to get it in the breaks, these people are gonna get home. They're gonna have 3 certificates emailed to them to validate the information that they've gone through, so you can take that, put it in your training jacket, show it to your boss, show it to whoever you work for. I spent my time wisely, and for a lot of people, it can be something that's profitable within the trajectory of their profession. Like I want to take my game to the next level. Now you got something to take to an employer. The fellowship, sitting in here, we're gonna have a mixer, we're gonna all hang out. The networking aspect of it. There's a lot of big names in the industry, in the private security industry, and law enforcement. That we're here as well. So I really want to create a network of protectors. I want to endorse that demographic of America that is willing to stand in the gap and do what I believe is the highest sense of service, one of the highest expressions of love, which is to be willing to protect a person, another person.
I love that. And on the drive from up here from San Diego, I was just talking about that in the car, that there's, it requires a certain type of personality to be that sheepdog, so to speak, to be that protector. And even before interviewing you, they were talking about on the stage, this is a great gathering of other protectors. So
man.
I mean, these are people who are taking time out of their day to learn and be around other people who share the same interests and passion. And so I love that. That's awesome. When we promoted the symposium to our Tactical Hyve audience, we got a lot of interest. There are people who are not here on the West Coast. So what can you say about the future of a Protector Symposium? Like, do you got any ideas, have you thrown out there about possibly having something on the Midwest, East Coast?
So there's a lot of talk of maybe taking the show on the road. And there's a lot of talk of maybe not making it an annual thing, making it a biannual thing. We're going to record all of this content and make it available online for everyone to get a hold of.
That we got from some people too. They're
Sorry,
like, recording, so that's good. There will be recordings.
Yeah, it'll be available. There's some stuff we're going over that's like ultra sensitive that we might, keep in this room. But a lot of the techniques, I side with Ed. I went to one of Ed Calderon's courses recently, and he's like, people come up to me and they ask me, what if bad guys get a hold of this information? And Ed's like, yo, I got this from the bad guys, So I'm kind of like, the more people that understand how to play the dangerous game that sometimes is required of good guys, the more on-scene accountability will be able to happen. You know what I mean? So if everybody's got a gun, a dangerous society is a polite society, as they say.
Yeah.
That's kind of my approach.
Well, thus far it's been great. I know there's another day, kind of going back to, so there's plans of possibly having a second event. In terms of the structure, do you feel that it's going to be, like, if you're having your eyes set on the next event, double the size, more speakers, like have there been any initial plans or kind of like brainstorming?
I envision it being bigger, for sure. And I envision it being, I think, maybe some more speakers.
Yeah.
I don't know how long I want to make it, but I love that it's like something like it's 2 days out of your life. Come here, focus on protection, meet some real good people, and then get back after it. I kind of like that speed. But there's definitely gonna be more to come. I'm looking forward to all of it.
And we're looking forward to it as well. And Tactical Hyve, we talked in the past, like the mission of what it stands for. I love it. So
awesome.
We're gonna be here to support you. Anything that we can do to help, just let us know. Thanks for having us.
I appreciate you, Miles. I appreciate you. It's an honor. It's humbling. Thank you.
Overall, the Protector Symposium was a great event. And if you're serious about protecting yourself, your loved ones, and others, we recommend attending next year's event. Hope to see you there.